Okay, hello. I'm back-ish. I've been gone for a while. I don't know if you noticed. Maybe didn't even notice me, right? You didn't miss me. Yeah. So I haven't been posting any content about my temperature blanket or my hair, or I haven't been on social media because I had to take an unexpected emergency trip back home. I say home, I haven't been there in years, and I call it home. I had to go back to Alabama, whew, for my brother's funeral. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts. um, he was really young, and I had to take some time off work too, because I just got back home today, right? It's like noon and I just got home. So yeah, it's been really hard. So I haven't even looked at my blanket. But I'll tell you right now, with this year 2024, oh my goodness, this blanket this blanket probably gonna mean more to me than anything I ever made, right? And I never knew that the trip I took back home in July would be the last time I would see him. You don't know when it is your last time to see somebody, because if I known, it would be like, oh, I would have said this, I would have told him this, I would have said that. I did tell him I love him, and he told me he loved me, and but I'm like, I wish I could have stayed longer. I had to rush back home to go to work for what? Just to work and pay bills, because so I haven't been doing my temperature blanket. I don't know if I'm gonna do something for the day that it happened. It happened on September the 30th. Like, I work graveyard. I don't know if you know, I'm a night owl, so I got up, got off work like early. So that I work overnight, so I had just got off work that morning. I think it was like 7 a.m., something like that, and I got home probably at 7:30 or so. So it was a normal day. It was a normal Monday. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna walk my dog, gotta feed my dog and watch TV for a minute. Like, oh, let me take a nap, right? I actually in the morning, I'm like, oh, I should call my mom, and I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna call her. I'll call her later, because if I talk to her, we'll be talking for hours, and I probably won't go to sleep till like noon. I'll talk to her later, right? So I went to sleep probably, I don't know, like 9 a.m. and I woke up at I woke up at it's okay, puppy, I'm okay. My dog was hysterical that day. Like, they feel emotion, like. But I woke up because my sister called me. She called and called, and it was like after 12, and me and her was talking for a minute. We was probably talking for like 20-30 minutes, and my other sister calls in, and she sounded nervous. She didn't sound sad or upset, but she sounded nervous. And she was like, hey, what's Dad's wife's number? I need her number. And then she just told us, and I immediately was in shock. I was screaming, cursing her, telling her, you're lying, And I was hysterical. I don't remember much about that day from that point on, or the next day, or the first week, right? And then I'm like, oh, I'm starting a new job the very next day, right? And the very next day was the 1st of September, right? And and the whole time I'm just like, oh, this can't be real. This can't be real, It can't be real. Not my brother, not at 21. This can't be real. This can't be real life, right? So I go to the job and I break down a few times at work, and I know they're like, you should leave. You know, if you want to take days, you can. I'm like, no, let me just work through this because I'm gonna have to take a lot of time off and go home. You know, I wasn't even ready to come back today. My mom wanted. She's like, no, call them and tell them you need to stay. Your mom needs you here longer, and she do. She do. My mom is taking it, you know, hard. That was her best friend, right? And my brother was like, he was fun, and he always made you laugh. He was a happy person, and he was kind, and he hates to see us cry. He hates to see people cry, right? So he definitely would not like me crying, right? But he was joy, right? So my mom is really gonna miss him because she was really close to him, right? So I'm at work, and you know, it's a new site, a new location, so we got to set up everything in the computer, you know, get onto new websites, get onto the company emails, all these new programs and stuff. And one of them asked for a verification code, and asked for it to be sent to my email. So I signed up, entered in my information, entered in the secret question and answer, and it said verification code be sent to your email. I checked my email. Verification code was 930-JBM, and I screamed. And my supervisor like, what? I'm like, I couldn't even say it like this. 9-3 was the date. 930 was the day that it happened, you know, and his name is JB. Well, his name really not JB, but that's what we call him, JB. And you know, my mom called him Manly, and I'm like, he really gone, right? He really gone. So I'm in California, right? So it's really hard. I have no family. I have nobody here. So I'm just like, I gotta get home. Right? So that first day was inconsolable. First day at work, right? Anyway, the second day was much like the first day, right? I'm there, and I'm trying to make it through, and plenty of times I'm like, excuse me, I gotta go to the bathroom, not just sit here and zone off. And I'm just thinking, it can't be like, what happened to him, you know? Because they still don't know. So it took us a while before we actually had the service for him to celebrate his life, because they had to figure out what happened, and we still don't know. You know, the not knowing, I think, is worse than anything. And the fact that I keep thinking on everything he missed out on, everything he's not gonna have. You know, yesterday was supposed to have been his day that he started truck driving school. You know, I think it was yesterday. It was either yesterday, no, Monday. It was Monday or last Monday. He was supposed to start truck driving school, and this was the Monday before that when it happened. So yeah, that's why I haven't worked on it. I haven't done anything but water my face. That's what I've been doing. But it's been really hard. So just to touch bases and let you know, my temperature blanket, I will get back to it. I will finish it. I gotta catch up. I will do something to represent him. But it's been really hard for me. That's why I haven't been on social media, and that's why I haven't been posting anything. So yeah. So on the third day, I wake up crying, hysterical again, you know, not believing it. Like, this can't be real. This gotta be a joke. You know, my family's gonna call back and say we were just playing. Like, this can't be real, right? And in the midst of me crying, I hear my brother's voice, and he says, stop, Tiny, it's okay. I'm okay. And I stopped for a second, because I'm like, did I just hear you? You know, I heard him in my right ear, and I haven't heard his voice since then. It was so short, and it was so quick. It was just like, stop, it's okay. I'm okay. And the fact that he hates to hear, to see us cry, or to see anybody cry or be sad, you know. But when he said, I'm okay, I'm like, what do you mean you're okay? You're okay with your life ending this short? Are you okay with not being able to do everything you wanted to do? Or what do you mean you're okay? Like, are you really okay, or are you saying that to comfort me? You know, so it didn't help. For a little bit, it helped. Like, okay, he said he okay, but then my mind is like, is he really okay? You know, and I'm like, we're not okay. We need you here. We're not okay. So yeah, it's been hard. I don't know when I'll be able to get back to my blanket, or you know, I thought when I get finished with the ceremony, okay, it'll be better. You know, I saw it and it was done, but when I saw him, I'm like, this is not him, right? This is not him. Who is this? It's not him. Where's his tattoo on his face? Where's his tattoo on his hand? This don't even look like him. Like, no, he's gonna come out. Like, this not him. This is not him, right? But the fact that he's sending me message through codes in the computer and speaking to me, I'm like, he's not here in the world with us. He's not here in the fleshly form, you know. It's hard.